We are the Crawfords. We have 6 kids and are hiking the Appalachian Trail, a 2,200-mile hike from Georgia to Maine. We don't know if we can finish it, but we are doing it together.
Okay, so you know how in these vlogs we always put the date, where is it, here or here? I don't know if you guys noticed that, but today it's actually not accurate. In fact, I'll have 7 show it again, here or here, wherever it is. Today's not accurate, it's actually the next day. And the reason why it's not the day of was because this day was a great day, but then we got to camp and there was this giant snafu with the memory card, and we lost all our footage for the day, and it really sucks because I was really excited to share some stuff with you. But instead we're going to take this moment, which is now the next day since we weren't able to recover the footage, and to share some of what we experienced yesterday and what we've been thinking about with this trail. For about the last week or two, I've been thinking that maybe we're not going to finish, which was already like a reality, but then I was like, well, come on, we're going to finish. And I think I've been thinking, we're going to go to Washington in August. We're not going to make it to Katahdin by August. And is it really worth $3,000 or $5,000, how much it costs us to get back, to come do 100 miles or 200 miles just to say we're through hikers? Who cares? And honestly, like lately, walking has started to feel like factory work to me. It's just like, you just keep on walking. And it's like, I'm getting sick of pizza, getting sick of cherry Coke. Not really. Tomorrow I'll probably want it again, but yeah. Anyhow, so that's kind of where I've been at, and I don't know. You and I have been talking about what would it look like to quit, or why would we come back? I don't know. The main reason why I wasn't willing to quit yet was because I don't have a better alternative for what we would be doing back home. While it would be more comfortable to quit, going home to sip coffee is not my ideal of like how to spend the summer, although I miss some of those comforts. So I kept on coming back to the fact that I don't think we have a better way to spend our time right now for our family. Yeah,
and I kind of want to finish well, which doesn't necessarily mean it needs to be Katahdin. But I feel like I don't know what that means, but just finishing well, feeling like, okay, we're actually done here. Yeah.
Which I don't know what that means, because does that mean we have to finish at the point where everyone else says the finish line?
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't seem like it should have to be that way. And I already feel like we got through the hard part. And that was the part that was the most interesting to me. Like, I saw our family change a ton. But anyways, okay, so that's how we've been feeling for the last couple weeks. Cami and I have been talking about this. We haven't really brought it up on the vlog a lot, but we have brought it up with a few people. And that's been a little bit funny because there's some people that we've been hanging out with or having dinner, and I've been asking them for their address, so I said, hey, I'll send you a postcard if we finish. And they're always like, oh, you'll finish. And I'm like, well, I don't know, like, don't be so sure, because like we might get bored. And you brought up that story where it feels like Forrest Gump.
Well, there's that scene in Forrest Gump where he's running, and then he gets this following, and everyone's running with him for like, I don't know, weeks or months. And then all of a sudden, he just stops running because he feels he just wants to be done. And everyone else is like, what are you doing? Like, I thought we were running here.
I thought we had some purpose that's not done.
I feel a little
He's like, I'm going home now.
I'm done here. I feel a little bit like Forrest Gump, where we might just decide like, we're done here, and we'll have all these people that are like, wait a second, like, I thought you were going all the way, and we very well might, but
Well,
I don't know.
and there's people, I've seen this in the comments where people are saying, oh, you gotta finish to prove all the haters wrong. And there's about 10% of me that likes that idea, but most of me doesn't for a couple main reasons. One is, I don't really want to live my life trying to prove anything to anyone like human, because I don't think it's a worthwhile endeavor. The second is, I don't think it really works. Like, the way haters work is...
They'll just find something.
They'll find something or someone else. So, like, let's say they're like, no, you can't do it with a family. So we're like, okay, we're going to prove we can do it with a family. We do it, and you know what they say? They're going to be like, oh, they got lucky. Or you know, they're going to dismiss it somehow. Very few people are actually going to, like, change. So that's not a good reason for me to finish it. Okay. But then something changed, and this was yesterday. I wish we could tell the story in real time, but we'll try and convey the magic of what it felt like yesterday. I pulled out, we got to the halfway point, so I was like, okay, now I can do some easy math. And I had been kind of avoiding doing this math just because it felt kind of depressing. I felt like we've taken a lot of zeros. And I don't know, it just felt hard. So I did like 1,094 divided by 60, I think it's like 70 some days, because I calculated it up until August 9th. Like, that's the last date we could finish to fly back to Washington. And the number that came up was like 15.2 or 15.1 miles, which means that we'd have to do 15.1 miles a day, like every day, average, to finish by August 9th. And I told this to Cammie, and she's like, what?
Yeah.
So then we told this to the kids, and we filmed it, and there was awesome footage getting the kids' reactions, because Dove was like,
Oh, man.
she was like, what? Oh my gosh, we could do it by August 1st. And we're like, no, back down, kid, you're crazy. But everyone was like actually really excited, and I felt this kind of like new breath get breathed into us. Like, oh,
Hope. Like,
yeah, and we had like something we could now like hang on to and calculate success by every day. Because every day it's just been like, well, we're not gonna make it, so do the best you can. Which feels kind of like, I don't know.
It's very demotivating.
Yeah. So that was really cool, and I felt interested in finishing for the first time in a while. Like, oh, okay, 15? We can do that.
Yeah.
And it gave me, I don't know, I'm motivated.
Yeah.
And I saw the kids motivated. And it felt easier now. Because I think before, this was the way I had done the math, was, okay, we've been going for 3 months, and we're halfway. And if we're going to do the other half, it's going to be another 3 months.
Yeah, and we don't have another.
We don't have another 3 months. We have like 2 months and a week.
Yeah.
But then, so I was like, well, you know.
Guess we'll just get as far as we can, which, you know, we were going to do that. But I just thought, I was blown away, because I thought it was going to be something like 20 miles a day or more to meet that goal. So I felt really like proud of us. I was like, wow, we've been working hard, if that's the case, like, or we've just been doing really well with our time.
So I don't know if like other people have experienced this, but this lull in the center was hard. And then there was the Harper's Ferry thing, which like they're like, okay, this is the spiritual halfway point. So you get there, you eat your fucking ice cream or whatever, and then you hike for 4 more days just to get to like the mathematical halfway point.
Yeah.
So it's like, who the hell cares about a spiritual midpoint? You're still 90 miles away or whatever the heck it is.
Yeah, it was like, yeah. I think a lot of us had just given up, like, being able to finish this thing, and it's nice to see it within our grasp. Like, even if we don't, like, we actually could. Like, we could finish it. And still meet our goal of going to Washington, which I think is really cool.
And I think we need like smaller goals. Like Katahdin is just too big of a goal. I mean, I think we probably could have grinded it out, and that's what I'm glad we did. And at the end of the day, you know, you said you're proud of us. I agree, because one thing that we did was we never stopped. Like, we always just kept moving.
Yeah.
We took a 0 when it rained. We took a 0 when people were barfing. But we always just got back out there and put one foot in front of the other. And now it feels within reach.
Yeah.
But like 2 days ago, it didn't feel within reach.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that magic point happens to everyone. You know, you really just have to put one foot in front of the other and keep on moving and do what you can and wait for the feelings to catch up sometimes. Because I think there's probably like the last 2 or 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I didn't really feel like we're gonna make it.
Yeah.
And I think for probably the first 2 of those weeks, I thought, okay, we'll come back. And then for the last week, I was like, screw it. Like, we probably won't even come back.
Yeah. Well, I had to make it about something else. Like, it's not about finishing. I mean, I was forced to kind of like have to, this is just about us being out here and learning what we can learn. And then if that means like we make it through like Vermont and then we have to go home, then like, okay.
Yeah.
Which was still kind of a bummer, but it was still meeting like our main goal of being out here. And I just think it's the icing on the cake if we could actually finish.
So we're going for it still, and we're feeling a little bit better. So we wanted to share that whole up and down and up process with you in lieu of the missing vlog with all the cool B-roll footage and drone shots and things like that. Hope this is still a valuable discussion for you guys. We'll be back tomorrow with a more regular vlog. And that's it.
Yeah.
We should kiss.
Okay.
I want to kiss you.
Time to go to bed.